What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to Tower Defense Tuesday. Today we're going to be taking a look at Gemcraft Frostborn Wrath. Now this is the newest in the Gemcraft series from Game in a Bottle, and it just released on January 10th, 2020 on Steam, and it's running $12.99 US right at the moment. Now, Gemcraft is one of those tower defense games, when you know, and the people that are Gemcraft fans already know what I'm talking about in the amazing amount of depth and replay value in this game. Now, there's lots of folks that will take a first look at Gemcraft and say, nope, it's just not pretty enough. And I'll be completely honest with you, I was one of those in the first one until I got to get a little bit more time in. And I could see the amount of actual play value in this wonderful, wonderful tower defense series. So, as I mentioned, it's just released January 10th. It's $12.99 on Steam, and would be kind of a lower cost no-brainer for anyone that wants to add a nice tower defense game to their library that will provide them just a ton of hours. Let's hop on in and check it out. Now, I haven't been too far into Gemcraft quite yet, and as you see, I've only played just a few assortments of the maps. Now, each one of the maps is going to have 3 different game modes: Journey Mode, Endurance Mode, and Trial Mode. Plus, you'll be able to add different traits to each of these modes to jack up the rewards that will come from that map. Now, the progress in the game is based around skills, talismans, and achievements. Now, skills are going to be skills that you'll unlock. You can spend your skill points into those skills. As you see right now, I have 2 skills, Mana Stream and Fusion. However, any skill points that you don't spend gets returned to you in an initial mana bonus, which makes it very strategic on whether or not you actually want to spend your skill points or not. There's actually some folks telling me that in a lot of cases it's better to not spend any skill points and roll in with tons and tons of mana. Now, in addition to that, we've got the talisman. Now, throughout your journey, you're going to unlock various puzzle pieces, which you put together however you want into your talisman. As you see, I've got 4 puzzle pieces unlocked. I've got 1 here, 9% of wizard level goes to initial XP and mana. My base 1, the inner fragment, 9% damage to giants. I've got another inner fragment, plus 7% mana for starting waves early, and then plus 6% damage to buildings. Now, as you unlock these puzzle pieces, you can also unlock additional slots to put more and more puzzle pieces into your talisman to create really the loadout that you are looking for. And then, are you ready for this, y'all? For people who like to have a checklist of things to do, good lord, would you look at the achievements. Now, each achievement you unlock is going to unlock skill points. Some are 1, some are more, depending on what the achievement is. And if you look all the way up here in the top left, we've got a total of 636 overall achievements unlockable in the game. 636 little check marks for you to go through and uncheck and get yourself a skill point or 2 in the process of that. Now, these skill points, of course, will go right back over into the skills column where you choose to either spend your points or take it as initial mana. Now, one of the just awesome things about Gemcraft is you can path the enemies. I absolutely love being able to path enemies in a tower defense game, and Gemcraft is one of them where you can do that. Now, taking a look around this particular map, we've got 2 different entrances. We've got baddies are going to come out of this monster nest, and we've got baddies are going to be coming in from this lane over here. Now, as you see, we've got several different lanes that are kind of merging together into one, really. And you can do what you want to path these enemies however you like. Now, one thing I'm going to do right here is, well, let's play through the first wave first and take a look at the gems that are available. Now, on this map, we're going to be able to make the critical hit gem and the slowing gem. Now, in addition to upgrading our gems, we can combine our gems. We can drop our gems as bombs. We can set gems into traps to work as traps, and the sky is the limit as far as what kind of configuration you want to add to your setup. Now, as you see, I've got 1,043 starting mana. That lets me do just a few things, and what is it that I want to do here? I think I'm going to go ahead and make a critical hit gem, and you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that as well. Let's make, let's drop one more tower. Let's put it right here. And then let's make another critical hit gem, upgrade it as well. And do I want to do anything with this slowing gem? What do we have here? We've got a grade 2 gem for free in this one. We've got a grade 1 gem here. I think what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm just going to put this grade 1 gem over into this trap. And then I'm going to put these 2 grade 2 crit gems into this area where the baddies are going to have a slowed effect once they hit that trap. Now I've only got 113 left. I can go ahead and get another gem brewing just in case I need to drop one as a bomb. But let's go ahead and start the map. Now, as you see over here on the left, we've got 8 waves on this particular one. Actually, it may be more as it runs up. Actually, it looks like it is going to be more. So these baddies are going to keep coming. I can click on one of the next waves to go ahead and rush the next wave as it's coming in. Now, every time we kill an enemy, of course, we are collecting a little bit of mana. And that is some good stuff. Now, let's see, what do we want to do next? We're getting close to the point where we'll be able to combine a gem. Let's maybe try combining 2 different colors. We'll go with a blue and a yellow. So we'll end up combining the effects of the crit gem and the slowing gem. So we're going to go ahead and combine these 2, and we're going to create a multicolored gem. Then we do need a place to put it, though. So let's go ahead and slap it right here in this tower now. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to keep all of these enemies funneling through the same entrance. So I am going to go ahead and put down just a couple of walls right here and block this way and force all of these enemies up. And now all the enemies are going to be coming directly through this area right here. Let's see. We don't necessarily need that gem in there anymore. One thing we can do is pop both of these gems out and then combine them into a better one. And then put the better gem back in that trap. That's going to help us out a little bit more than the tier 1 or the grade 1 gem that was in there. It's not going to be enough to save us from this baddie sneaking through, however, as it looks like that is just going to happen. Now remember, you can also upgrade the gems in the slots. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up collecting enough mana to get it done here, but I'd like to try to upgrade this one right in the slot where it's at. Let's see. Oh, there's a bunch of baddies getting through. No, not enough mana there. So no luck on that upgrade. Gonna continue to collect it up here until we can get this particular gem upgraded right there in the slot. And there we go. Now we've got this one up to a grade 3, and it should be a powerhouse for us right there. However, I've just had too many leakers get through the mix here. Let's go ahead and throw this one here for just a little upfront damage while it's sitting. Might as well get a little work out of it as it's sitting there. And then as we collect up even more mana, I might be able to get another upgrade off here. We will have to see. This grade 3 gem is just wrecking it now. I should have done that right away, now that I think about it. See if we can't go ahead and upgrade this one next. Not quite yet. Not enough mana. We can get this mixed one up to a grade 3 as well. That will be beast mode. And there we go, actually. It is there, and now we should have quite the powerhouse just wrecking through this final wave of bads. Now, that endurance mode is that's going to give you some nice long matches. I particularly love endurance modes or endless modes in top-down tower defense games. Even modes that aren't necessarily endless, like the grinder mode in Defense Grid. I definitely, absolutely love that mode, and it's no different here in Gemcraft, as we can go back to, say... let's go back to one of these earlier maps. Which one do we want to do? Let's try an endurance mode, and we'll hop on in. Let's see what kind of gems it's going to give us. And, of course, I'm still quite the nub. I don't have all the unlocks. I don't have very many skill points. But the more the merrier, and you can really push this out. Now, we see here we've got two entrances, one from the top, one from the bottom. This particular tower is going to hit both entrances, so that's a good thing. I'm thinking it might be, what do we got here? Armor tearing and poison. I'm actually debating on getting, we'll go with another tower right there. Let's get 2 poisons, and let's combine those guys. Or I could have always just grabbed one and upgraded it like that without having to combine, and that's still going to come up with the proper cost for me. And let's go ahead and throw one right here. Now that's not going to hit this side, it's only going to hit this side. So why don't we throw one right there as well. And now we've got a little upfront damage dot going off. But we do need to come up with something to do back here. So we can make, one more poison. Let's go ahead and throw an unupgraded poison and then the purple gem right here. And let's start it off and see how far we can get. I don't imagine I'm going to get very far, as the difficulty does scale up pretty darn quick in this endurance mode, but we should have a nice little run here. That is for sure. Now remember, pathing is not just limited to cutting off like big waves like I did before. If we can get enough mana, I'll put a little pathing area over here and give you all a little idea of what I'm talking about there. So I want to get both of these upgraded now. I'm going to wait until I get enough mana here to just upgrade it right inside of its tower. We're in good shape there. And then I want to do the same thing on this purple here, just because it is the right thing to do. Now I'm leaving this one sitting here in case I do need a bomb to drop. If I wanted to drop a bomb, of course, I could go to throw bomb gem and then just take it on out here in the field and just drop it on beds wherever I feel fit. Now you see the little tiny dots? Those are also associated with that bomb drop. So those guys are going to continue to do damage after the bomb already explodes. Now let's go ahead and upgrade this one, and let's look at a little pathing potential here. What could we do? We don't have a whole lot of room here, but one thing we could do is just something real basic like this. Let's get the baddies and force them to come all the way down exactly the way we want them to. Let's see, we can then, no, I can't put one there as that would block it. Actually, I can't put one there either. It was a little fail on the pathing job there. I should have started over on this side with this one. Let's see, let's just work on it a little bit further. Actually, let's work on it a little bit up front here. So we could do something like this, and then that's going to create a little back and forth maze for him to go through. And then we'll get, say, a tower thrown right there, and we'll get yet another gem ready to go for this one as soon as we get going there. So now we've got a little bit of a maze-like action going on here. Let's see, where do we want them to go? Let's go ahead and throw another wall in here and force them to go all the way up and around anyway. We got a bunch of baddies just made it on through. That was a push through very, very quickly. Continue to path them, so you all get what I mean. The pathing, sky's the limit with the pathing there, and obviously I needed to have a little bit more damage in here. Let's see if that's enough to get these last few killed. It doesn't look like it is. Well, we survived it anyway. It's not over quite yet, but I don't have a whole lot of mana. Remember, every time you drop one of those bombs, you're throwing that mana away, basically. So, I mean, strategically, obviously, there's a best way to use it. I'm still in the learning process in my personal experience, so it'll take me a little while to get all of those strategies down. Let's go ahead and upgrade that one. Oh man, really? Just one more is going to make it through. We're actually pretty strong here right now. Now you can also do things like throw your tower right there in the middle of the path. Nothing says it has to be off of the path anywhere. You can actually use your towers as the pathing as well, and that's pretty darn awesome. Very, very convenient. We're going to be able to salvage any of this. It does not look like it. I think this will be the end. Didn't actually make it that far. Looks like I made it through wave 16, but wave 17 got us, and it should be over soon. Maybe? No, actually it's not over yet. It's not pretty, but it's not over yet. This pack here, that pack's probably not going to do it either now that I think about it. Let's see if we can't bomb them, though. We'll get some wisps in there protecting us. Let's drop another bomb back here. And there it is. It's finally all over. So we made it through a few. We got a little bit of XP. We didn't get any... I didn't put in any multipliers there yet, as I still have to unlock those. But you get a feel for it. I made it 15 of the 30 possible waves. These maps, these 30 waivers, they can go for a little while. I'm excited to get to the point where I can push to the end of them. But I got a little bit of a ways to go before I learn all the ins and outs and get these things unlocked. So there is a quick look at Gemcraft Frostborn Wrath. Once again, it is on Steam. It's down in the description below. It's a brand new tower defense game from Game in a Bottle, and it looks just awesome. Now, as I mentioned, if you're stuck on graphics, this is probably not the game for you, but if you appreciate the gameplay value of replayability plus depth in a game, then Gemcraft is definitely something you want to take a look at. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe. And I will be back soon with some more tower defense. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.